Did you know you can turn an older woman on without even touching her? You can get her hot and excited just by using your words the right way. You see, the most powerful sexual organ every woman possesses is her brain. The brain holds the ultimate triggers for a woman's sexual desire and sex drive, and by using your words and flirting with her the right way, you can pull that trigger and unleash her sexual side. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'll show you what to do to turn her on with your words, and I'll also tell you the common mistakes you must avoid when having a flirtatious or sexually charged conversation with a woman. So, sit back, pay attention, and watch till the very end. What you're going to discover in this video today will be extremely useful the next time you talk to a girl you like, so you don't want to miss any of it, I promise you. Let's dive in. In order to turn an older woman on with your words, you need to have sexually charged conversations. Sexual conversations will get her excited about you and being with you. But the problem is, sexualizing the conversation without looking creepy or desperate is something most men are unable to do. In fact, most men I work with are downright scared to turn anything sexual out of fear of being creepy, which I totally get. What most guys don't understand is that the key to sexually charged conversations lies in being subtle. You have to say a lot while saying just a little. When you're just starting to talk to a girl, you can't be super direct about your sexual intentions. Almost everything has to be implied or suggested. Then, once you've slept with her or sexed with her at least, you can be more direct and obvious. Here's why subtlety is so important and the key to not looking creepy. When you're too forward too soon, it just feels icky. I don't really fully understand the full explanation, and for every single woman it's going to be different. Either because of shame for her, or she might feel like she's presenting herself too sexually, or it just feels too icky too soon. Every woman is going to have a different reason for it feeling too much too soon, but it just doesn't feel good to her to be pounced on like an animal, so to speak. That means you have to start small and subtle, so she starts to feel sexual without it feeling wrong or icky. Instead of being overtly sexual and triggering shame or something else, you basically ease into it. Another reason why being subtle is important is that if you're too forward too fast, women will think you're attracted for the wrong reasons. Look, they know physical looks attract men, but they also want to know that you're excited by her specifically and not just because of our appearance. They want to feel like our beauty may have sparked your interest, but our personality and connection with you is what continues to build attraction. If you're acting super sexual from the beginning, a girl will think you're only in it to get laid and see her as a target. Instead, you need to gradually build up to more sexual stuff as you get to know each other better. Lastly, being subtle is also important because it shows you're socially aware and experienced. If you're completely overt from the get-go, a woman might assume you've never had social interactions with other women and lack social experience. She might think you're just some guy throwing himself at her without any idea of how a good flirtatious conversation should be like. Now, at this point, you may understand why it's important to be subtle and avoid the overt sexual stuff. But I want to get more granular so there's no room for error. I don't want to leave anything to chance because I know this is a big pressure for you. I'm going to give you the 4 basic types of flirting mistakes you need to avoid. These are things you absolutely should not do when you flirt with a woman. Okay, so mistake number 1, using explicit language too early. As I said, a sexual connection has to be subtle and grow gradually. Your flirting together must start by being implied and innuendo, understood through wordplay or as playful banter. Being blunt or heavy-handed can feel crude. So instead of saying something like, "That outfit is so sexy, you're turning me on so much right now," which is fine later on down the road, in the beginning, not so good. You can glance at her outfit and say, "Wow, it is getting a little bit hot in here." Both those lines convey the same message essentially, but the first one is too direct. It's too like, "Oh, you're on top of me," and icky, whereas the second one is more subtle and suggestive and would almost be better received by a woman. Alright, mistake number 2. Telling her you've thought of her sexually for a long time. This is a mistake that guys make when talking to a girl in their social circle or workspace, basically someone they've known for a while. Professing such strong feelings to a female acquaintance or coworker is overwhelming and can be really awkward. She hasn't felt that same attraction yet, so it's much better to talk about attraction in the moment, which I will describe later. For now, don't say stuff like, "I've wanted you for months," or things like, I couldn't stop thinking about you in that red dress at last year's New Year's party, or I've been having dirty dreams about you so often. Don't say those things. Mistake number 3, talking about masturbation. Whether it's you talking about you masturbating to something or asking her what she gets off to, it's off the table. No woman would want to touch that subject unless she's already involved with you sexually. This topic can only be discussed once you've had sex with her or at least sexed with her, right? You're already in that sexual realm. Lastly, mistake number 4, unsolicited dick pics. Look, I'm not even going to explain this one. If a woman ever wants to see a picture of your junk, let her ask for it. I have plenty of girlfriends who get sent penises all the time, and they don't want them. There's no reason to send that picture without being asked. It's not flirty, it's not sexy, and it's not going to do you any favors. On that note, I want to move to what will be favorable. Now that you know what not to do when flirting with a woman, let's discuss what tactics actually work. There are 6 easy and effective flirting tactics that I want to share with you right now. These are all proven to work like magic, so please listen carefully. Tactic number 1. I want you to flip the script. Flipping the script means accusing the girl of flirting with you or having a dirty mind. Everybody has a sexual side in the right context, and when you're comfortable, it's fun to be naughty. It feels exciting. So, when she's challenging or complimenting you, imply that you know she has more sinister intentions. For example, you could say things like, "Look at you trying to flirt with me, so adorable," or, "I know what you're up to, but I'm not that easy. See, super cute." Or, "Do you say this to every cute guy that you meet?" This can open up flirting really fast and be a fun game to play. If she likes it, she can reply one of 2 ways. She can run with it and say something like, "Oh no, you got me. Yes, I'm totally flirting with you." Or she can pretend to deny it and say something like, "What? No way. I'm just a nice innocent girl from the South. I don't do stuff like that." Tactic number 2, purposeful misinterpretation. This is a simple and powerful tactic. What you have to do here is misinterpret what she's saying for something sexual and poke fun at her word choice. In other words, you take her words and pretend like she's saying something a little bit sexier. It works like a charm for letting her know you find her attractive and want her without being super obvious. So if she says something like, "I don't know what to say," you can respond with, "Yeah, I have that effect on women." Tactic number 3, flirty compliments. When complimenting a woman, you must do it in a teasing way. The way to do this is to give her a compliment, but not fully or clearly. It implies your sexual attraction without directly stating it. For example, instead of saying something like, "You have really sexy lips," say, "You have nice lips, very kissable." Instead of saying, "You have sexy legs," say, "Your legs look very nice in that dress." Instead of saying, "That shirt looks sexy on you," say, "I like that shirt on you." These kinds of lines make it clear that you're noticing her attractiveness but aren't too explicit or overwhelming. Tactic number 4, playful challenges. One effective way to flirt is to create playful challenges that give the conversation a fun and competitive edge. This tactic works well when you're both already comfortable with each other. For example, you can say things like, "I bet you can't guess my favorite movie," or "Let's see if you can make me laugh," or "I bet you can't guess my middle name." These kinds of lines create a sense of fun and interaction, making the conversation more engaging and exciting. Tactic number 5, using humor. Humor is a great way to build attraction and create a bond. It's important to use lighthearted, playful humor that makes her laugh and feel good. For example, you can use funny nicknames, playful teasing, or share funny stories. The key is to keep it positive and avoid anything that could be taken as offensive or mean-spirited. Tactic number 6, mirroring her energy. One effective way to build attraction is to mirror her energy and emotions. If she's excited and enthusiastic, match her energy by being equally enthusiastic. If she's calm and relaxed, match her calmness. This creates a sense of connection and rapport, making her feel more comfortable and attracted to you. So there you have it, 6 easy and effective flirting tactics that will help you turn an older woman on with your words. Remember, the key is to be subtle, playful, and fun. Avoid being too direct or explicit, and instead, focus on creating a sense of excitement and connection. With these tactics, you'll be able to have sexually charged conversations that get her excited about you, and being with you. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest tips and advice for building strong, exciting connections with the women you desire. Comment below with any questions or topics you'd like us to cover next. Remember, the right words can create powerful connections. Until next time, keep the conversation alive and stay confident. See you in the next video.